Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I am Mahendra Subhash Khairnar, Assistant Professor in Law at Bharati Vidyapit Yeshwantrao Chavan Law College, Karad, Satara. Constitution of India is based on the principles of separation of power and rule of law. Accordingly, three wings of the government have been established in India. First, the Parliament to make and amend the law, the Executive Authority to execute and implement the laws, and Judiciary to apply and interpret the law. In this video, we will see about judiciary, its role in interpretation of statutes. As we know, the Supreme Court of India is the final interpreter and guardian of the Constitution. It is a protector of constitutional democracy. Most importantly, it interprets the constitutional law from time to time and scrutinizes the validity of statutory enactments, constitutional amendments and administrative decisions as well as actions. संविधानातील तरतुदींचा बदलत्या काळानुसार संयुक्तिक अर्थ विश्लेषण करणे व त्याद्वारे संवैधानिक लोकशाहीची मूल्य टिकवण्याचे कार्य सर्वोच्च न्यायालय करत असते. संवैधानिक मूल्यांचे जतन करण्याकरिता सर्वोच्च न्यायालयाने काही विशेष न्यायतत्वांचे पालन केले आहेत. Dr. Ambedkar said that Article 32 is the soul of Indian Constitution. It keeps the Constitution alive. Supreme Court, through its decisions delivered in variety of cases, has expanded the ambit of Article 32. Article 32 confers right to access to Supreme Court in case of breach of fundamental right. Supreme Court has evolved through this right, this writ jurisdiction, the concept of public interest litigation and due process clause. These all emerge out of power of judicial review and doctrine of basic structure. अशा प्रकारे न्यायपालिका ही इतर घटकांवर जसे की कार्यकारी मंडळ दॅट इज एक्झिक्युटिव्ह अथॉरिटी आणि वैधानिक मंडळ पार्लमेंट यांच्यावर नियंत्रण ठेवणारी व्यवस्था म्हणून कार्यरत आहे. फर्स्ट वी विल सी व्हॉट इज मीन बाय इंटरप्रिटेशन ऑफ स्टॅच्यूट्स. द वर्ड स्टॅच्यूट means the written will of the legislature, whereas the word interpretation is derived from the Latin term interpretia, which means to explain or expound or to understand or to translate. It can be said that the interpretation is a process adopted by the judiciary, the process which is followed to arrive at true and correct intention of the law-making authority, that is the legislature. In interpretation of statute, it helps to find out the intention of legislature, that is intentia legis, which can be seen in the object clause of the statute. Interpretation is an art in order to interpret the text and context of the statute. Now we will understand need or purposes of interpretation. Following are the need or purposes of interpretation. First, to remove ambiguity or vagueness which can be found in the statute or a statutory provision. It may be in the form of more than one meaning of a provision. To mitigate the changes in the society. As we know, society and its surrounding circumstances do change. Hence, law must be changed to serve its ultimate purpose, that is to do justice. This is necessary to clarify the complexities in statute. It is necessary that every person should know the law in simple words. Judiciary shall overcome and fill the legislative gap. There may be a drafting error in statute because of lack of necessary words or incorrect grammar. To justify these, it is necessary to interpret the statute and to follow the process interpretation of statutes. From the above discussion, we can understand the need or purpose of the interpretation. Now we will see the importance or utility of interpretation. Interpretation of statute is necessary to increase the ability of an individual to understand the statute in better manner. It is also important to find out true and correct meaning of ambiguous words or expression used in statute. Interpretation is an art that how to interpret a statute in its text and context. It will also help to know the new changes occurred in society and to see its impact on legislation and vice versa. This all can be done through the process of interpretation of statutes. In this video, we will see aids in interpretation. As we know, interpretation of statute means determining the primary meaning of statutory words. Where there is ambiguity in the meaning of the words in the statute, judges may take help from within the statute or even from outside the statute. न्यायपालिकेचे मुख्य कार्य असते ते म्हणजे कायद्यांची अंमलबजावणी करणे व कायद्यातील तरतुदींचा योग्य असा अर्थविश्लेषण करणे. ज्यावेळी कायद्यातील तरतुदींचा नीटपणे अर्थबोध होत नसेल किंवा अर्थाबाबत निश्चितपणा नसेल, अशावेळी न्यायालयाची भूमिका महत्त्वाची ठरते. एड्स टू इंटरप्रिटेशन of statute is of two types: internal aids, that is aids within the statute, and external aids, that is aids from outside the statute. Here you can see different types of aids devised under the heading of internal aids and external aids. या व्हिडिओमध्ये आपणाला वेगळ्या प्रकारच्या इंटरनल एड्स आणि एक्सटर्नल एड्स की ज्या इंटरप्रिटेशन ऑफ स्टॅच्यूटसाठी गरजेच्या आहेत त्या शिकावयाच्या आहेत. Many aids are considered as internal aids for interpretation of statute, such as title of the statute, preamble, heading, marginal note, definition, illustration and explanation, proviso, schedule, punctuation marks. So, let's start to understand it. The first is the title of the statute. सर्वसामान्यपणे कायद्याच्या नावाचा उपयोग धाक दाखवण्यासाठी केला जातो हे आपण अनुभवलंच असेल. कायद्यातील तरतुदींविषयी स्पष्टपणा नसल्यास किंवा संदिग्धता असल्यास कायद्याच्या नावाचा आधार घेता येऊ शकतो. टायटल इज ऑफ टू टाइप्स: शॉर्ट टायटल अँड लॉंग टायटल. शॉर्ट टायटल इज यूज्ड फॉर द पर्पज ऑफ रेफरिंग अँड आयडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ एनी ॲक्ट, बट इट्स रोल इन इंटरप्रिटेशन इज व्हेरी मिनिमम. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, title of Civil Procedure Code defined under section 1, which says this act may be cited as the Code of Civil Procedure 1908. It shows the nickname or a reference of the statute. Whereas long title gives the description of the object of the act. Long title is used to interpret the statute by removing the ambiguity and confusion, but it cannot be conclusive aid. In Manohar Lal versus State of Punjab, the long title of the act is relied upon as a guide to decide the scope of the act. कायद्याच्या नावातील कंसात असणारे शब्द कायद्याचा उद्देश दर्शवतात. Words in bracket in the name of the statute suggest the object of the act. For example, child marriage in bracket restraint act. Long title of Civil Procedure Code provides that an act to consolidate and amend the laws relating to the procedure of the courts of civil judicature. Long title is self-explanatory. It states the object of enactment. Generally, every statute has preamble. त्यालाच आपण प्रस्तावना, प्रास्ताविक किंवा उपोद्घात असे म्हणतो. The main aim and objectives of the act is found in the preamble. It states the reasons behind the enactment. In Kashi Prasad, the court held that preamble can be treated as a key for the interpretation. However, it cannot be used to defeat the enacting clause of a statute. जेव्हा आपण प्रिॲम्बल हा शब्द उच्चारतो त्यावेळी पहिली प्रतिमा डोळ्यासमोर येते ती प्रिॲम्बल ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन किंवा संविधान प्रास्ताविकेची. सुरुवातीला असे सांगण्यात आले की संविधान प्रास्ताविका ही संविधानाचा घटक नाही, परंतु नंतर केशवानंद भारती या प्रकरणात संविधान प्रास्ताविका ही घटनेचा अविभाज्य भाग असल्याचे मान्य केले गेले. किंबहुना संविधान प्रास्ताविकेतील मूल्य ही भारतीय राज्यघटनेची मूलभूत वैशिष्ट्ये आहेत यावरच संविधानाची इमारत उभी असल्याचे सांगितले गेले. इन केशवानंद भारती, it was agreed and accepted that the preamble is a part of the statute. It plays significant role in interpretation of constitution and other statutes. Earlier in Berubari, it is said that the preamble is a key to open the minds of the framers of the constitution. Heading is a title given to a set of sections or a chapter. In case of ambiguity, heading gives the key to the interpretation of the clause. We all know heading of Part 3 of the Constitution is a fundamental rights, which again has subheadings like right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, and many other. Subheading right to freedom of religion containing Article 25 and 26 is largely discussed and debated heading. In Durga Thatera, the court held that headings are like a preamble which helps as a key to the minds of the legislature, but it does not control the substantive section or a provision. Next is marginal notes, which are also known as head notes or side notes. It appears above or beside each section of Act. It is intended to help reader to identify the provisions of the statute. There was a difference of opinion whether marginal notes are a part of the statute. Marginal notes, if inserted or mentioned by legislature, then it definitely forms a part of statute. In given picture, you can see the marginal notes mentioned in the Constitution of India. When words are ambiguous, marginal notes are a relevant factor in interpreting ambit of the section. In Uttam Das versus SGPC, it was held that marginal notes are part and parcel of the statute, but it cannot restrict the clear words used in a section. Definition or interpretation clause म्हणजेच व्याख्या किंवा संज्ञा. Definition is used to define all the important terms and to avoid the necessity of frequent repetitions in describing the same subject matter. In general, definition clause of one particular act is applied only on the particular act, not on any other acts. Definition is of two kinds, inclusive or extensive and exclusive or restrictive. Inclusive definition means it generally starts with the terms means and includes. For example, Article 12 provides the state includes. Inclusive definition shall receive liberal and broad interpretation, whereas exclusive definition shall be strictly construed as it excludes all other things which are not mentioned in it. Inclusive definition म्हणजे अशी संज्ञा किंवा व्याख्या ज्यामध्ये इतर अनेक बाबी समाविष्ट केल्या जाऊ शकतात. व्याख्येमध्ये वर्णन, स्वरूप, घटक इत्यादींबाबत ठोकळ स्वरूपात माहिती दिली जाते. त्या वर्णन, स्वरूप, घटकांनुसार असलेल्या इतर बाबी देखील सदर व्याख्येत समाविष्ट केल्या जाऊ शकतात. उदाहरणार्थ, कंझ्युमर ग्राहक संरक्षण कायदा अंतर्गत ग्राहक किंवा कंझ्युमर या शब्दाची व्याख्या करण्यात आलेली आहे. या व्याख्येनुसार विद्यार्थी, रुग्ण, अशील हे देखील ग्राहक या संज्ञेत समाविष्ट करता येतील. Illustrations or explanations are the examples given in the statute for a better understanding of the section or provision. It explains the text, concept or process mentioned in the provision. Illustration is considered as integral part of the section itself. दिलेली तरतूद नीटपणे समजण्याकरिता कायद्यामध्येच काही उदाहरणं, स्पष्टीकरणं देण्यात आलेली असतात. परंतु कायदेशीर तरतूद जर स्पष्ट असेल तर दिलेल्या उदाहरणावर अवलंबून राहू नये. IPC अर्थात भारतीय दंडविधान संहितेत अशी अनेक उदाहरणं अथवा स्पष्टीकरणं देण्यात आलेली आहेत. Nagpur Railway Company, the court stated clearly that an illustration does not have an effect of modifying the language of the section. Also, it is the duty of the court to accept illustrations as being both of relevance and value in the construction of text. Illustrations in IPC are of great value and significance. It helps to understand the provision in better manner. Proviso is a part of the section. It is attached to a main provision and it starts with provided that. Proviso provides condition, qualification in application of the main provision. It is added in order to take out of the scope of its principal clause to exclude something out of it. सामान्य भाषेत प्रोव्हिजो म्हणजे अट किंवा विशेष नियम की जो मुख्य तरतुदीचा एक हिस्सा असतो. मुख्य तरतुदीतून काही भाग वगळण्याकरिता प्रोव्हिजोचा वापर केला जातो किंवा मुख्य तरतूद लागू होण्याकरिता प्रोव्हिजोमधील कंडिशन अथवा अट पूर्ण करणे गरजेचे असते. प्रोव्हिजो इज सबसिडरी टू द मेन सेक्शन. In Hindustan Ideal Insurance Company, it was held that where main provision is clear, its effect cannot be cut down by the proviso. However, proviso can be looked into to ascertain the meaning and scope of the main provision. It may be used as a useful guide to construction of the words in enactment. प्रोव्हिजोचे नीट वाचन केल्याशिवाय प्रोव्हिजनचा अर्थात तरतुदीचा अर्थपूर्ण अवलोकन होणार नाही. पंक्च्युएशन मार्क्स इन इंग्लिश ग्रामर लाईक कॉमा, कोलन, एक्सक्लेमेशन, etc. These are minor elements of construction of statute. However, they shall be carefully read. विराम चिन्हांचा वापर कायद्यात केलेला असतो. तथापि या चिन्हांमुळे मुख्य तरतुदींचा अर्थ बदलता येणार नाही, परंतु या विराम चिन्हांकडे दुर्लक्ष देखील करता येणार नाही. एटा इंजिनिअरिंग केस, इट वॉज हेल्ड दॅट पंक्च्युएशन फॉर्म्स पार्ट ऑफ द स्टॅच्यूट. इन सुप्रीम कोर्ट रिपोर्ट्स अश्विनी, द कोर्ट has referred quotation of Chief Justice Cockburn, who in Stephenson has said that when a statute is carefully punctuated and there is a doubt about its meaning, a proper weight shall be given to punctuation. अर्थात विराम चिन्हांचा वापर जर जाणीवपूर्वक कायद्यामध्ये केला गेला असेल तर अशा वेळी विराम चिन्हांचा योग्य असा अर्थ विश्लेषण करायला हवा. शेड्यूल्स म्हणजेच सूची किंवा यादी. शेड्यूल्स आर अपेंडेड ॲट द एंड ऑफ एनॅक्टमेंट. इट शॅल बी रेड इन कन्सोनन्स विथ अँड इन द लाईट ऑफ द सेक्शन ऑर प्रोव्हिजन. Schedule contains minute details which cannot be mentioned in the provision due to its length and content. Schedule cannot override the plain meaning of provision. Schedule अर्थात सूची किंवा यादी कायद्याच्या शेवटी दिलेली असते, ज्यानुसार प्रोव्हिजनचा अर्थ आणि त्यात आलेले कंटेंट्स हे व्यवस्थितपणे समजायला मदत होईल. इन जगदीश प्रसाद, द सुप्रीम कोर्ट रूल्ड that the purpose of a schedule is to advance the object of the provision. For example, schedules in constitution. Schedule अर्थात सूची किंवा यादी. या सूचीमध्ये दिलेल्या तरतुदीनुसार तपशील किंवा विवरण दिलेले असते. उदाहरणार्थ, संविधानातील आर्टिकल 1 ते 4 नुसार पहिल्या सूचीमध्ये भारत म्हणजे काय व भारतातील घटक राज्ये व केंद्रशासित प्रदेश यांची यादी दिलेली आहे. तसेच 5व्या सूचीनुसार शेड्यूल कास्ट अँड शेड्यूल ट्राईब्स म्हणजेच अनुसूचित जाती व जमाती ज्यांचा उल्लेख या शेड्यूलमध्ये केलेला आहे त्यांना आपण SC, ST असे संबोधतो. सूची 7 नुसार केंद्र शासन, राज्य सरकार यांनी करावयाच्या कायद्यांची विषय नमूद करण्यात आलेले आहे. अशा प्रकारे हे शेड्यूल्स अत्यंत महत्त्वाचे असतात. इन दिस व्हिडिओ वी हॅव सीन what is meant by interpretation, use, significance and utility of interpretation of statutes, as well as the main focus was on internal aids which are helpful for interpretation of statutes. Friends, for external aids, please watch next video of my channel. Hope you like the video. Please like, share and subscribe it. Thank you.